So yesterday I'm at work and I go in and out of my car a lot. What in the flip? Oh man, one of our plates broke. That's all right. Welcome back to another episode of Life, Recovery, and the Pursuit of Sanity. My name is Josh Logan, and I got a funny story I want to talk about this episode because really, ultimately, recovery isn't just all about being serious. It's about having fun. It's about being silly. It's about experiencing life and all the joys that come with it when you are clean. So yesterday I'm at work and I go in and out of my car a lot because I drive places. I get in my car. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Get in my car, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what in the world is that smell? You know, and I clean on some days. And so, I had my cleaning bucket, my mop and all that, and, the dust mop. And I thought, gosh dang, that stuff stank. And that's really what I thought it was. I was like, I must have mopped over something that was wretched, because holy buckets, it is really ripe in this car. Roll down the windows, the smell goes away. Go to the next place, and I'm not smelling it at this point anymore. Of course, I had the windows down. So I go in, I clean, come back to my car, and man, it's back with a vengeance. This stank. I'm like, man, what in the world is going on? So I'm like, maybe because at this point I didn't have the mop bucket in there anymore. I just, it was all out of the car. So I'm thinking, man, there's something in my car that's rotted out. I don't know if there's like a dead animal or something. I mean, it was just wretched. I look all up and down my car everywhere, and I can't find anything. I pop my trunk. I'm sniffing around in my trunk. I probably look like a complete fool to a passerby, but that's all right. And I couldn't find the smell. Actually, as a matter of fact, it was less in my trunk. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what this is, but I got to figure it out. This time it doesn't go away. So I get off work and I drive home, and, I'm thinking, I got to figure out this smell. Well, I get home and I take my mop bucket out and I kind of sniff the inside of the mop bucket. It doesn't smell. At least outside it didn't. It doesn't smell. So I can't figure out what in the world's going on. I'm like, well, hopefully this is going to be gone. I was under the impression that it had something to do with my cleaning supplies, or something to do with, the mop or the mop bucket or the dust mop. Like I had just kind of gone over something that was already wretched smelling. And so I go inside and I just completely forget about it. It's like, out of sight, out of mind, or out of sniffer, out of mind. So I was going to take my son to work. I had my daughter and her friend with me. I didn't want to leave him alone. So we get in the car and my daughter was like, oh, what's that smell? It smells like fart spray. I'm like, oh no. So the funny thing about that was that I don't know if it was I think it was last year around Christmas time, we went to the mall and I got some fart spray at the mall. And this stuff is just wretched smelling. It goes away pretty quick. So you could fart spray something and it just stanky. But then it kind of goes away. So I'm like, oh no, that does smell like fart spray. So I open up my glove compartment, and I tell you what, man, this thing had cracked open. I don't know how it cracked open. It's in a sealed container, and it's not like I get in my glove compartment all that much. But so it's like spilling everywhere. It spills all over my pants. I throw this crap outside. I'm like, oh, that's so gross. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that fell on me. It got on my clothes. My daughter and her friend are laughing up a storm. And it's wretched smelling in my car. But lo and behold, we figured out what it was. It was that fart spray that I bought. You got small pee-pee. It's that fart spray that I bought, and somehow it broke open. So right now it's sitting in my house. And as long as you don't mess with it, it doesn't stink. It doesn't leak. But the moment you start messing with that thing, holy buckets, it starts getting out, and oh man, it's wretched smelling. So anyway, I just wanted to share the fart spray story with you guys, because really recovery is not all about just being serious. It's not all about the grind of maintaining recovery. There's a large portion of my life that is about having fun. It's about experiencing life. It's about experiencing time with my kids, my wife. There's a lot of things that piss me off, and there's a lot of things that get me going. I'm not going to deny that, but I also have a lot of fun, and I just wanted to share that fun experience with you. If you like this type of content, consider subscribing. Hit that like button. I meant to do this at the beginning of the video because most people don't even watch the end. They just kind of like skim through. They'll watch like half of it, and then they'll hit the like button, or they won't hit the button at all. So I'm trying. My goal is to reach people that may be struggling with mind-altering substances, mind-altering addictions, so that they know that there is life in recovery. There is life after using drugs. There is life after mind-controlling issues. That you can have a life of peace. You can have a life of serenity. You can have all the things that seem very distant to you, that seem almost impossible to get. You can have that. And so this is a message of hope. So consider subscribing, hit that like button, share the video with someone, anyone, so that they can see what it's like to live a life of recovery, pursuing sanity. Until next time, peace.